Welcome to DCC Model Railway Signalling, and in our first video we're going to show you how to use the DCC Signalling application to create a schematic of a layout. So without further ado, I'm just going to double click the icon to open the application up. The first window is a shell window. We don't need that for the time being, so I'm just going to minimize that. We'll focus on the main application window itself. You'll see it starts up in edit mode with a number of different items on the left hand side, all representing the layout elements that you can add to the schematic. So we'll start off with drawing the track plan. So I'm going to add a left hand point and I'm going to drag and drop that and put that into an appropriate position. I'm going to copy that point, Control C, Control V, and while it's still selected, I'm going to press the R key to rotate it, and I'm going to join it there to make a crossover. I'm now going to add some lines to the schematic. So there's a line. You can see that you can select them and move them by dragging and dropping, very much the same as the points. The only difference is with the lines is that you can also select each end of the line. So for example there, I can change the line length and I will Control C, Control V that. I'm going to put another line there, and this is going to be a siding, so I'm just going to truncate that a bit. Control C, Control V for another line, Control C, Control V for another line. Now we're going to add some end stops to the line, so select that first by double clicking it to bring up the configuration dialog. I'm going to select the end stop and I'm going to apply to the end. Press OK. I'm going to do the same on the other one. Select the end, apply to end, OK. And on this one, I'm going to apply that to the start of the line and press OK again. On this line, this is going out to the rest of the world, so I'm going to put an arrow end on that and apply that to the start. So that is the track plan, 2 points plus some sidings plus a line out to the rest of the world. And you can actually see if you single click on the point controls, you can see the points change. There's one, there's two. And in a later video, when we're configuring it, we'll get those points to work together. But in the meantime, we're going to add some signals. So let's add a colour light signal, and we'll position that just ahead of the junction. We're going to Control C, Control V that to create another one. While it's still selected, we're going to rotate that by pressing the R key to position that just ahead of the points there. Control C, Control V, and we'll move that one down to there. We probably want to add some track sections there. That's going to be our representation of track occupancy, our sort of mimic diagram for the layout when it's complete. So I'll add a track section, and we probably want a track section for the siding there, a track section for the main line. I just need to move that out of the way to position that correctly. Let's just tidy that up there. Control C, Control V, a track section there, Control C, Control V, a track section there. Now we just want some annotations, so we'll create a text box, double click on it to bring up the configuration dialog. I'm going to change that text to platform 1. I'm going to change the background color just to give it a bit of background. So OK, and then apply, and then we can move that into position there. Just there. In fact, let's just tidy this up a bit as we go. Control C, Control V, and this can be platform 2. Platform 2. Okay. You can see we've got a bit of an overlap there, so we will move those back to where they were before, and we'll also just extend that line a bit and extend that one. Finally, one final text box. We're going to just call that my first schematic. We're going to make that big and bold, so we'll select a font size of 20 and bold and OK, and we can put that there. One final layout element, we probably need to add a shunting signal from the siding back into platform 1. So we'll just add a ground position signal and we'll add it to the schematic there. And basically that's it. That's the track schematic created in just over 5 minutes. So it just shows you how easy it is to use the schematic editor to create your layout. What I'm going to do is I'm going to save that now. So I'm just going to File, Save, and I'm going to call that our video example, because we're going to be using that in the next video. Save that and quit the application. And that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.